Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a review of Antiques Ghost Show by Trick or Treat Studios. It's for 2 to 4 players. It takes about 20 minutes. For ages 14 and up. Although that is for regulation purposes. I think you could play this with as young as 8. And thematically, it's not very scary.
No.
So this is a score the least amount of points game, where it's a hand management game, where we're trying to avoid taking cards because we're at an auction and the items that are being auctioned are haunted. So the game's already set up. We start out with 3 cards each. So we'll go over a little bit here, and then we'll go over our criteria and then give our rating. So the suits are numbered 1 through 9. In a 2-player game, we play with 2 less suits, so we're playing with 5 suits, and these are the collectors. So when you have the most of a suit, the haunt value would normally be 9, but if I have a green in my warehouse here, if I have the most green and Julie doesn't have any green, or she doesn't have more green than me, that 9 is now worth 1. And so if I had other greens here, like this, that's worth 3 points, not 18 points. But if Julie were to steal that from me, because she has 4 green, because you have to have more green than the other player to take the collector, she would have 4 points, and now I have 18 and she has 4. If we match, let's say I had 3 and she had 2 and she managed to take a third green one, now no one has a collector, and now our haunt value just shot up. So the idea is, if you do take cards, you want to be able to have the collector for those cards so that your haunt value is worth less. So the idea of the game is that, again, score the least amount of points. The actions that you take is you either play a card or move and take cards. If you fill, these are the lots. If you fill a lot up to 3, if a player is there, they take those cards. Or if there's no player there, you must take those 3 cards. So let's play a little bit here to show how that works. So Julie is on the lowest haunt value. And what you do is you drop them, and say Julie came out first. She would be on the 1 is the lowest one, but since there was a 1 violet and a 1 gray, we have to look at the tiebreaker here, and actually gray beats violet.
Yeah.
So Julia actually would have to start here.
Yep.
And I would start here, and then you go clockwise around there. All right, Julia, what are you going to play? Now, she could move and take a card. Now, what is this card here? If you take cards from a lot that matches the auction house card, those cards are removed. So if Julia were to move here, these cards would be removed, and she would have nothing.
That's what I'm going to do, actually.
But if there was a second card here, or even a third card, the 2 blue would be removed, and she would take just the 6. But she's just going to go there just to remove cards. So every time you move, you must take the cards. So those are removed, and then we fill it up. First, you fill up her hand if you always have 3 cards, but she didn't play a card. So we fill up the item lot, then we fill up the auction house. Now, when you play cards, you have to match the color or the number. So the green can go here, but nowhere else, because it doesn't have any other green or match the number. Now, you don't play cards to the auction house card. I could play the gray here. Are there any other 5s? No. The blue, I can't play because there's no 6s or blue. So I'm going to put it here and then draw a card. All right, Julie, you go.
Okay, I'm going to go here.
Okay, and she draw. Oh, you're going to actually go there?
No.
Well, first off, you can't just go. You can't play and move. You either move or
I'm going to play.
All right,
I'm not moving.
Okay, now I'm going to mess up Julie on purpose here. Staying in a spot where there's 2 cards is dangerous.
Yep.
So when the lot gets filled, if Julie wasn't there and I put a 6 here, I would have to move there and take the cards. But because Julie is there, she has to take those cards.
I do.
First we see, does it match the color in the auction house? It doesn't.
Nope.
She has to take all 3. Now, she took those 3 cards, and she has the most green, so she takes the collector. And she has the most blue, she takes that collector. Since I played a card, I fill up my hand, fill up the lot, and fill up the auction house. Now, there's a different color there. And again, we keep on playing until the deck is empty. So at the end of the game, one thing I didn't point out is any cards you have left has to be added to your warehouse. This is your warehouse here, the cards you've added. So say it was the end of the game, Julie would add these cards. She'd take that collector. Mm-hmm. I would have, say, the game's over. I don't have the most green, so she keeps the collector. I have the most violet.
No purple.
No purple. Mm-hmm. Nobody got any purple. So Julie's cards, you may think, oh, she's going to lose. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, because she has collectors. Each one of these cards is worth 1 point, not the haunt value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 6 points. I have 5. This is worth 1. 5 plus 1, 6 plus 10. She beat me. So sometimes getting a lot of cards isn't a bad thing if you happen to have the collectors that make them worth 1 each. So that's how you play. And you can check out our how to play and playthrough. We do a full playthrough.
Yep.
So let's take a look now at the criteria. Is this well, first off, what 3 do you want to talk about, honey?
I'm going to say the complexity, the
Okay, let's
art.
start with that. Let's start with that.
All right, the complexity is super easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's so easy. And it's very smooth and yeah.
The hardest thing that people can remember is you got to match the cards and you only move. So once you get that down, it goes super fast.
It goes so fast.
Okay, what's the next thing you want to talk about?
The theme is really funny. I just think it's one thing. Finally, Trick or Treat put out a game that I'm not scared of.
Well, if you look at the art, it can be scary.
It can be, but I don't look at it very much. I look at the colors, and that's how I get by.
Yeah. It is creepy, but it's not so bad that you don't shy away. And what's the other thing you want to talk about?
That was the art, right?
Yes.
And I would say that the playing time is perfect.
Yeah, we did play
For
less
two
than 20
people,
minutes.
it goes so fast.
Okay, should you say this is fun?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
After we played it the first time, I said, okay, this is a game that could be marketed at Target or a mass market store. The problem is that it's a $35 game.
Oh, I did not know that.
I believe it is. I'd have to look it up again, but they went all out on production. So they produce this for gamers. So let's talk about the quality of components. Nice thick cardboard. Okay, they are linen finish, which means it has a foil stamp on it. They are nice sized tarot sized cards. Okay.
The people are chunky.
Yeah. So they did excellent production, which shoots up the value of the game. So in the hobby market, that's fine. But if they can get this down to flip 7 Uno level, where it's only an $8 game, that means you'd have to do just a blister pack, change the size of the cards. You do little counters instead, and you just have a little paper in here. You can get this down probably to $8. The thing is, though, thematically, you might have to change the theme. But the gameplay, because it is so much fun.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm spending so much time on this. This is a game you could, they would have to test market it. Trick or Treat Studios is into doing horror-themed games. It doesn't mean that it translates well into an $8
It's true.
fun game. Now, if they can get an IP on it,
That'd be great.
maybe it's based on Disney or something like that instead.
That'd be perfect.
The gameplay is at a level where I can see a lot of people, and we'll talk about the rule book right here. The rule book would be is difficult for inexperienced people you would have a hard time with this because things are out of order. When it talks, for instance, when it talks about removing suits, I didn't mention to remove the collectors, so that's missing. When it talked about, well, what happens when you tie for the first 5 cards? When it goes to the lowest haunt. It talks about here, you place it on the lowest haunt, but it talks about here, what happens if there's a tie? It's out of order. And there's other things that are out of order here in terms of the examples. They're not in the right area. So this needs to be redone so that way it doesn't confuse people. And I was at first like, okay, why do I have to keep on reading ahead out of order to figure out what's going on? So that needs, the rules are here, but a non-hobbyist would have a hard time with it.
Sure.
A hobby player, I was able to get through it, but it's not in a sequential order. It's in a sequential order that will confuse people.
Okay.
So if they redo the rule book, maybe change the theme, bring down the component. I mean, they went all out. And I'm glad we have this version. Don't get me wrong, but they can get this down to an $8 card game. This could do really well.
Yeah.
I agree with you on the art. It's not too scary.
No.
It's like Haunted House.
Yeah, you
Disneyland.
think of Disneyland. Exactly.
Okay. Except it does have a little bit more Cthulhu type.
Oh.
Like right there, that's more Cthulhu-like.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. more demon-like. But again, that's what Trick or Treat Studios likes to do. Complexity is fine. Playing time, yes. Age audience, you could play with a younger person. It's not too scary. You just have to help them with the math a little bit. Accounting, but an 8-year-old can handle that. Counting. They should be able to do single digit addition. And if a 8-year-old is not able to do that, probably need to practice more. And a game like this would help with that.
Oh, heck yeah.
The design, like I said, this is a design that should be probably rethemed, and it could do really well in mass market. Learning the rules, like I already mentioned, things are out of order. Educational merit. Math, definitely. But I wouldn't play this in school with this theme.
No.
So that's why they really need to try doing a different theme for this, because teachers could use this in a school setting.
Heck yeah.
But I don't think kids independently could play this. They'd have to have a lot of practice. It'd just probably be done in a club situation. Or gifted and talented.
Right.
Okay. So what would you rate this?
A 9.
A 9?
Yeah, I really enjoy playing this.
Well, right now I'm gonna keep it as an 8.
Okay.
Let's go back to that. It could go to a 9 or a 10. We've only had it for a little while. If we keep on playing this, it can go to a 9 or a 10. Right now, I'm just going to keep it at an 8.
Okay.
Julie likes this more than... Not that we don't like it. I don't like it less than you. Is that Julie thinks she's going to pick this out more often. We'll see. If she... Because, we have a lot of games. We'll be on our shelf of games that we go to when we have an area of the house where our best games are.
Yep, this will be in there.
When people come over and we look at it, let's play this game. Will Julie pick this out? If she doesn't pick this out over the next 6 months to a year, then
I'll have to change it to an 8.
Yeah, you might have to change it to be a lower. Right now, I'm going to make it an 8 because I don't know how often I want to pick it out. And we don't know how the people that we play with will like it. They may not like it as much as us.
I just have a lot of fun playing it, so...
Right now, I'm holding off on making it a 9 or a 10. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
And we'll see how much it gets played. I know as 2 players, we will play this.
Yes.
All right,
That's what I'm thinking of.
Check it out. The design is really well done on this.
Thank you, Trick or Treat Games, for making this such a fun game.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
Take care.
You.
See you in the next video. Bye.